And we are back with another background pour. This is a 40 centimeter canvas panel. It is paperboard with the canvas fabric glued onto this. And I have used this for pours previously, but realized that when I put heavy paint on it, let it dry, the fabric just lifts off. So the glue is not strong enough to keep everything together. So I'm going to try a different approach for this project here, as I'm still having some black left and yeah, my ready mix gold anyways. So what I'm going to do with this is also to be a background layer pour. I'm going to add some of the black here, spread it around, and then use my palette knife and just like, you know, smush some of the gold over it and hope for the best that it gives me some cool effect. And believe it or not, I'm going to use silicone for this one. It's a rare moment, so give me a moment of silence here. But first, let's make the background layer with the black. I'm not using too much of it because the risk of lifting the canvas. This one is pre-painted with a thin layer of acrylics already. So this will perhaps give me a bit more of control and security when it comes to the lifting off part. I don't know, so this might totally fail in the end, but we will see. Just spreading the black around. So this is nice and somewhat even. And then I thought about adding some of the gold here beside my painting, like that. Putting some drops of silicone on top of this. And then press my palette knife into this and lace it over there. Never done this, might totally fail, but perhaps it gives me something cool in the end. These are too many caterpillars everywhere, so these stretched out kind of cells. Don't like this too much, so I'm going to redo this a bit. And perhaps make it differently then. I think I kind of like this look. Not exactly what I imagined, so I will make a second one right after this, but I really think this could be something pretty when I paint something on it. Already have an idea. Cool, so you made it through the first part, I guess. Thank you for still being here watching the video. And I pretty much liked how this one turned out. So the dried version looked kind of what I had in mind for them. So I wanted them to be dark and the gold just lacing over it. Perhaps it actually was too much gold in the end, but I will see how the end result is going to turn out. What I had in mind is painting some flower arrangements over this. And as I've never done this before, I want to use only the Arteza Metallic paints, which might be a struggle because mostly all of them are semi-translucent. So I might not really get a cool deep contrast in there, but I want it to be like a, how to describe it best, ghostly appearance of the flower. Can you imagine what I mean? If not, you will see in the end. So I do not really want to have it outstandingly bright on there, so not really opaque. I want to see the background some ray through, not sure if this works out. And I want it to be shiny in the end. So as I've never really painted with the metallics only, I'm not really sure how much cover they can give me. Or if it works out in general, because it might be difficult to paint with them when I paint with light, because the reflection. So shading might be a bit tricky, but at least I want to give it a try if it works out in the end. So for the painting itself, there is a change of location. I took these two round paintings to my parents' house, so we were visiting them, and I took some time in the kitchen painting the floral motifs when Patrick was visiting his mom. So we will have a different kind of setting on the table. But other than that, I think we are good to go. What I must say, it was really challenging using only the metallic paints. Not only due to the fact that they are semi-translucent, but it really was difficult to get some darks and shadows and highlights. Because although I had really a range of different color tones in the Arteza set, they all were metallic, so each and every one of them are really shiny. And it's really hard to get some really dark contrast or a highlight when everything is shiny. You know what I mean? Especially when you put it on a table with light shining onto it, everything is just shiny. So you cannot really make out if this is a pinkish red, if this is a purple red, if this is a blue or black. This really was kind of challenging for me, and I had to step back a couple of times to see what I was actually painting. But the effect overall that I achieved went into the direction that I planned to. So I really liked this. And in the end of the video, you will see when I tilt it against the light, how much the colors themselves change. So when I filmed it kind of hold into the shadows, it really was not that vibrant anymore. But as soon as some light hits it, or even sunlight hits it from an angle, the colors really did pop up and they were shiny and it was brilliant, and this was the effect that I was going for. I must admit though, I'm really curious about your thoughts on this. So leave me a comment in the comment section what you think about it, if you like the idea and the concept, if you like the background and the foreground that I did, so if this works for you visually, so to speak, or if you probably would have changed things differently. Would you have loved me to paint this with oil colors, so opaque oil colors instead of these metallic acrylics, or just let me know what you think about it. If you feel inspired to try something like this on your own, would be happy to see your results. And of course, also let me know if you like to see more of those videos in the future as well. And yeah, this is practically everything that I did for this video. It was a bit longer, but the second canvas will come in the next video, which I will leave the pouring part out, so just the painting. And then you can judge me which color palette was the best to choose. So yeah, I liked the results. It was a really fun project. What else to say than give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done already. Have a look at my other videos and yeah, leave me a comment. So thank you for your time, thank you for watching, and other than that, I hope to see you in my next videos. Have a great day. Bye bye.